Namaste, friends. I'm Heather Wiest with Love Serve Inspire, and today I'll be guiding you through an express yoga flow, 30 minutes or less. If you like to move to music, you can access my Express Yoga Flow playlist on Spotify at Love Serve Inspire. For today's practice, we'll be using a blanket or a towel. I'm here to guide you, but you are always your best teacher, so please listen to your body, stay safe, and have fun. We're going to begin standing today in Tadasana, mountain pose. And drawing your hands at heart center, allowing the eyes to close, taking a full breath in, letting it fall out through the mouth. Another deep inhale and exhale. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Today we focus on the attribute of joy. Our collective intentions today are: I cultivate more joy into my life. And no matter my circumstances, I choose to be joyful. I cultivate more joy into my life. No matter my circumstances, I choose to be joyful. Inviting in joy into your practice today. Acknowledging any other personal intentions you would like to set. And we'll softly open the eyes, release the palms. We're going to be taking 7 rounds of breath of joy. So it's a 3-part inhalation and an exhale out through the mouth with arm motions. So I'm going to demonstrate. You join in when you feel ready. Just a great way to bring joy and energy to the body. One more round. Returning back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Finding a point of focus. Allowing yourself to engage the core as you lengthen up through the crown of the head and through the feet. Feel the inner thighs spiraling back just a tad as your frontal hip points lift, that tailbone lengthens down. Just feel those core engagement. And we'll begin here, inhaling the arms up and overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale for your half lift, Arda Uttanasana. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. We're going to take the right leg back in a low lunge. You're going to bring both hands on the inside of the left foot. You can always drop to the knee if you need to. I'm going to encourage you to push through into the hands strongly and draw the heart through forward. So feel lengthening through the spine, feel your arms engaged, and feel a big stretch on the inner thighs and the outer hips. One more full breath. And then you're going to return the left hand on the outside of the foot, coming into plank pose, dropping to the knees if you need to. We're going to exhale all the way to the mat through chaturanga. You're going to bring your hands outside of your mat, a little bit forward and out. And we're going to inhale 3 rounds of Flowy Cobra. So inhale, lifting up to comfort, and exhale, rounding down. You can let this be as flowy as you'd like, and exhale down. One more round, opening up through our back body and down. Nice job. We're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders again, tuck the toes. You're going to lift through your plank and downward facing dog. Nice work. We're going to take that left foot up between the hands, followed by the right. Inhale for the half lift. And exhale, forward fold, crown of the head to the mat. Root through the feet, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Taking that on the other side. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Lead with that heart as you come down. Inhale for the half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, left leg back this time. Both hands on the inside of the right foot. Pushing the hands into the mat. You can always drop that back knee down if you need to. And drawing the shoulder heads back as the heart leads forward, broadening through the collarbones, getting a big extension through the spine, a huge stretch through the inner thighs, outer hips. One more full breath. Then you'll bring that right hand on the outside of the foot as you come into plank pose. Exhale through chaturanga all the way to the mat. We're going to take the hands out and forward, root through the feet, kneecaps lift. Inhale for that flowy cobra. Exhale back down. Hand can be on your fingertips or the palms, whatever feels best for your body. One more lift up. And exhale down. Nice work. We'll tuck the toes. We're going to lift strong through plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll take that right foot up between the hands, followed by the left. Inhale for your half lift. And exhale, fold, release the head to the mat. We're going to go ahead and inhale, bring the arms to the sides, up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart, front ribs hug together. We're going to add on here. I'm going to call a jump back for our sun A's. Feel free to step back at any time. We're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for your half lift. Exhale, plant the hands again. You can step back, but I'm going to float back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or that low cobra. Transitioning through plank if you need to. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, you're going to walk your feet in about a foot or a foot and a half, and we're going to shift our shoulders over the wrist. So we have a short down dog. We have the shoulders over the wrist, and we're gazing in between the hands. And we're going to take 3 donkey kicks here. You're going to bend into the knees and find a little hang time. Working on that upper shoulder strength. After your third round, you're going to go ahead and find downward facing dog, short or lengthened. You'll bend into the knees, gaze forward, step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Root to the feet, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll take that on the other side. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. You can step with that left leg back or float back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or low cobra. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Walking the feet in, a foot, foot and a half, whatever feels best for you. Shifting the shoulders over the wrist. You're very welcome to stay right here. You're really putting some weight bearing onto the hands and the arms here, building strength, or you can take those 3 donkey kicks. As you can tell, these are not my forte, but I'm working. I feel that strength in the upper body. After your 3, returning back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. We'll bend into the knees, gaze forward, step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, fold. Root to the feet, sweep the arms up, exhale, hands to heart. So we'll continue on here. Utkatasana, fierce pose, squatting down. Shin shift back in space. You're gonna go ahead and get the booty down, frontal hip points lift. One more, full breath, strong arms, strong legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. The right leg's gonna come back. And we're gonna come up into a slow rise crescent pose. Lifting the hands a couple inches off of the mat as you draw the left thigh back and in. Arms by the ears, and then all the way up, a generous bend into the front knee, and a nice opening as that right top of the thigh presses back towards the hamstring. We're going to exhale, swinging the arms back. Inhale, bringing them up. Exhale, bring the arms back. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, bring the arms back. We're going to stay there. We're going to shift and lift into warrior three. Flex into that right foot. Right thigh draws down towards the mat. You're hugging in with the left thigh and hip. One more full breath. And then we're going to bring the hands to the mat for standing splits. You're going to gaze back. You're going to see your legs in an L shape. A nice flex into that right foot. Option to stay here. You can take that left hand behind the left calf and draw the nose in towards the shin. Or you can take 3 handstand hops here. So option to hold standing splits or find a little hang time in your handstand hop. 3, and use that bottom leg to lift up. 1 more wherever you're at. Nice job. From here, we're going to return to low lunge, and then we'll take the left leg back, plank pose. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra, upward facing dog. Transitioning through plank, we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Another full inhale and exhale. We're going to flip the right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Right foot's going to come up between the hands, low lunge. We're going to prepare for crescent pose slowly, lifting the hands a couple inches off the mat. Right thigh draws back and in as the arms come forward, and then lifting all the way up. Generous bend into the front knee. That top thigh is pressing back. 1 more full breath here. Then we're going to go ahead and exhale the arms back, arrowhead. Inhale, arms back up. 2 more flowy crescents, arms come back. Inhale, arms up. Keep that front leg super strong. 1 more, keeping the arms back. We're going to shift and lift, warrior three, airplane wings. Got to flex into that left foot. You're hugging in with the right thigh and hip, left thigh is drawing down towards the mat. 1 more full breath, super strong legs. Keep your balance. And then we'll take the hands towards the mat, standing splits. So you have an L shape with the legs. You're hugging in with that right thigh and hip. You take the right hand behind the calf, draw the nose in towards the shin. You're welcome to stay there and hold, or take your 3 handstand hops. So really fueling that bottom leg as you find some air time. Keeping the hips neutral will help you. 1 more. Nice job. Wherever you're at, we're going to come back to low lunge and then plank pose. Dropping to the knees if you need to. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra, upward facing dog. Transitioning through plank, we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Another full inhale and exhale. We're going to bend into the knees, gaze forward, step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, fold. Inhaling, Utkatasana, fierce pose, building that strength. 1 more full breath. Inhale, arms up. Hands down through heart center. Nice job. So I'm going to give you 2 options here. We're going to have some free time to work our handstands. If you need the wall, you can do that. If you just want to use your mat, great. If you do not want a handstand, I'm going to give you the option of doing some blanket sweepers with the blanket or towel. So I'm going to demonstrate those. You're welcome to do this, or go ahead and take some handstand prep. So I'm going to do both. So you'd have your blanket or towel. You come off of your mat onto a smooth surface, not carpeted. You bring your feet onto the blanket. You're in a plank pose, shoulders over the wrist. You're going to drag and pike the legs up and then bring them back. So a lot of piking action here, strengthening shoulders and core for what it takes to come into handstand. So you're welcome to work those or come into more handstand prep at the wall or donkey kicks, anything you want to do. So I'll take a couple handstands at the wall and we'll move on from there. And so again, I come into that short down dog shape. three-legged dog shape or standing split shape, making sure shoulders are over the wrist, and then I'm trying to get my hips over my shoulders as well. Maybe you find some hang time, pushing the hands, strong straight arms. Maybe you're still continuing with the blanket sweepers. If you did one side, I want you to do the other side. Building strength here, just in our short class. You've got this. Work on something. So I'm going to take my other side. We never want to do the weak side, but we should always do the weak side first. Even a down dog is an inversion. So feel free to hold your down dog. Wherever you're at, you're going to finish up here. We're going to be taking puppy dog at the wall, just a nice spine lengthener. I'm going to bring my hands to the wall, and I'm going to make my body into an L shape. Spread my feet a little wider, a little bend into my knees, relax my head, pushing into the wall. One more full breath. And then we'll come back up. You're going to find that blanket or towel. We're going to take a nice, yummy forward fold with that. So you're just going to roll one little edge of the blanket. You're going to place it into the hip crease here, right where the pelvis and the thighs will fold over. And then we're going to go ahead and just keep it in there. If it doesn't feel good, you can adjust it. And then we're just going to clasp opposite elbows. You can bend the knees as much as you need and just let yourself hang here. Just a very nice, comforting forward fold as we keep some space between the pelvis and the thighs. Release the jaw, the sides of the neck. Two more full breaths. So to come out of this, you're just going to take your hands to the towel, bend the knees, inhale, coming on up, and then releasing the blanket. Nice job. All right, we're going to come into Malasana Squat. So if your heels have a hard time coming down onto your mat, feel free to tuck that blanket underneath the heels. Nice option. So just holding a couple of breaths here, releasing through the lower back. Really good work here for mobility in the ankles. One more full breath. And then we're going to come on to our bottoms for reverse tabletop. So you're going to come onto your bottom, and you're going to go ahead and bring the hands behind you, fingertips pointing towards your glutes, feet about hip width distance. You're going to come into a table shape, lifting up hips and pelvis. So a nice stretch here for the anterior deltoids and the outsides of the arms. Gaze can be straightforward if your neck is sensitive. If not, you can gaze towards the ceiling, lifting up hips and pelvis. Feel the nice stretch in the outer parts of the shoulders. One more full breath. Then we'll go ahead and release the glutes back down. You're going to keep the left leg long. You're going to bend into the right knee. We're going to take a nice twist here. We're going to take the right hand behind you. You're going to inhale, left arm up, flex through the left foot, strong leg. And you're going to wrap your arm around the knee, finding a beautiful twist. You might get a snap, crackle, pop. If this is pretty easy for you, you can take the arm on the outside of the leg to find a deeper twist. Find your variation. So just inviting more joy into your life, and oftentimes just getting upside down, just changing your perspective helps do that. So whether that be a down dog, handstand, headstand, just doing something like that every day really does invite a playful, joyful mindset. From here, we're going to return to center. We're going to just take a little counter twist. So take the hands over towards the left, lift that right glute, and find a nice twist. for the spine. And then we're going to inhale on up. We're going to go ahead and take the right foot, cross it over the left leg. And if you can, you're going to try to bring the knee down to match the other knee for Arda Gomukhasana. If that's not going to work for your body, you're just going to keep the leg up and you can hug around that knee. So if you have Arda Gomukhasana, you're going to reach the fingertips forward. You're going to extend forward. Maybe you can grab onto the feet and get a nice extension through the spine. So most people will feel a stretch in the extended leg. You may feel it in the outer hips as well, the lower back, all different places. One more full breath. Then we're going to inhale on up. We'll take all that to the other side. We'll extend the right leg forward, bend into the left knee. Left hand comes behind you, a flex into the right foot. Inhale the right arm up, and you're going to wrap it around that left knee and thigh, or you can take the arm on the outside, finding a nice twist. So as you inhale, really lengthening through both side bodies. As you exhale, find a little more range of motion in your twist. One more deep full breath. And then we're going to counter twist. We're going to take the hands over towards the right, lift the left glute off the mat. Find a nice twist throughout the spine. Take it where you want to go. And then we'll inhale on up. We'll go ahead and take the left foot, cross it over the right thigh. And again, you're welcome to stay here, or you can try to stack the knees, extending the arms forward, finding your Arda Gomukhasana. Full deep breath. Release. Then we'll go ahead and release that. We'll take both legs forward. Pashimo Tanasana. You can take a classic variation, reaching for the feet. You can bend the knees as much as you need to, or you can take a shoulder variation, just tucking the arms underneath the legs to get a nice support. So wherever you're at, we'll take 3 full breaths. Find your variation of a nice, beautiful forward fold, transitioning into our extended exhalation breath. So whatever your inhale count is, allow your exhalation to be double. No matter my circumstances, I choose to be joyful. It is a choice. As you're ready, we're going to come on up. We're going to go ahead and roll down onto our backs. We're going to take a pinwheel twist here. So you're going to go ahead and take your arms out to the side. You're going to take your feet about as wide as your mat. And then you're just going to take your knees both towards the right. Hold here for a few breaths. If that is too much onto your left knee area, just lift the legs up a little bit higher. Then we'll go ahead and inhale back to center and take the knees over towards the left, your pinwheel twist to the left. 3 full breaths. Softening here, getting our body ready for Shavasana. And inhaling the legs back up, we'll extend the legs out into our final resting pose. Arms down by the sides. Find a comfortable spot for you. Releasing any shaping or controlling of the breath. Let the body be floppy. Scanning your body head to toe and consciously relaxing each muscle, letting go of tension. Inviting in joy into your heart space as you rest here in Shavasana. I encourage you to stay here a little bit longer if you are able to. It's always a true honor and a pleasure to guide your practice. Thank you for showing up and sharing your beautiful presence with me. From the light within me, I honor and respect the light within you. Walk in grace and peace and shine bright, my friend. Much love and namaste. You can stay connected with me on my website, loveserveinspire.com.